Hey, what's going on, everybody? Adam here from the It's Adam Show. Is episode 12, and I got on another fantastic fighter who is 5 days out from their big pro fight they have coming up. And I got, ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Connors on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time to come out today. And hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited for my fight this weekend. Thank you for having me, Adam. Episode 12, I like that number. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm
Episode 12. It's got a nice ring to it. And
hmm
first question I got to ask you, hey man, you got 5 days out from your fight. What's it going, or what's going on with it? What's mentally going through your mind right now? Less than a week out, and just
hmm
tell us all about it.
Yeah, been here before. It's been a little while for me, so I'm kind of get back in there, honestly. Uh, just putting in some hard work still, 5 days out. My last day of carbs, so I got some energy for some workouts, pushing the pedal down hard before I start to do my weight cut. But I'm excited. I love fight week. I really love fighting. Like, this is the best part of doing this is stepping in the cage. So it's kind of like a party week. It's like the work has been put in, and now I get
Mhm.
to enjoy. hmm
Yeah, I love that sort of party week leading up to the event. That's always the best part. And yeah, where's your
hmm
fight? And I mean, like, how long have you been doing this for?
The fight's in Barrie, Barrie, Ontario, which is like my hometown. I grew up here. My family moved here when I was 6. Um, if you had told me when I was like a young kid that I'd be fighting in my hometown, I just wouldn't have believed it. Like I'm so stoked to get to fight in a hometown crowd, like an arena which I played hockey in when I
Mhm.
was like 6 years old. So it's kind of mind blowing. Um, this will be my 16th professional fight, and
That's
I
nuts.
started. I think I had my first amateur fight when I was 18. Um, got into the sport because of like kung fu movies, Jackie Chan superhero movies. I was a huge fan of like
Yeah,
fight
Chuck
scenes, all that
Norris.
action. hmm I think I was like 12 years old, and I see The Ultimate Fighter on TV, and I'm like, oh, people fight in a cage. This is like they're on TV fighting in a cage. Once I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. This is awesome. Like,
Sounds
and
awesome.
then pursued it ever since. Yeah.
Who is one of your biggest movie inspirations to get you into? I had Josh Hill on just the other episode. He said he
hmm
strongly based towards Chuck Norris. So, who's your biggest inspiration?
Chuck
Movies
Norris.
or
I
really?
remember a
Okay.
couple Chuck Norris films, but it was definitely Jackie Chan.
Okay.
It was the mix of like the parkour scenes and his like crazy movements in between like punching people in the face. I was a big Jackie Chan fan. Like Rush Hour, it's just hilarious. So he definitely got me into fighting for sure. And
Yeah, I
stunts.
like.
Like growing up, I was all into flipping, jumping, all that stuff.
We ever and he uses the nunchucks. Both of them do. Chuck Norris and Jackie Chan. Did you ever like pick up those as well, or not?
Never a big weapons guy. Maybe a bow staff. Made
Yeah.
my own bow staff as a kid. Played with that.
Okay. So I see you're always training in nature. I mean, I don't want to say I'm a nature guy, but I do love going out doing runs and stuff in nature. Where did this kind of start? And are you actually? Well, I got a question to see if it correlates with your fighter name, but yeah, like do you often like train in nature and like what's your go-to for that?
Well, when I moved to Barrie, it was very small. There's probably like 80,000 people, and so close to my house, there's like forests that I could just get lost in. So me and my friends, we were always making fight scenes, always just exploring the woods. I'd be gone like during the summers. I'd pretty much spend a whole day in a forest. So I was a Boy Scout growing up. Still go camping with all those guys. I just feel
Mm,
like it's like a reset on your brain to go out into the woods. So we get too much stimulation with today's world, and sometimes you just need that reset, kind of get the cortisol out of the body. You're out in the woods. Everything is just you're present. It's all good out there, and I feel like it's helped build my mindset for sure. Finding peace in the chaos.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. With like that, well, especially the detox as well as being able to go outside and
Hmm.
just there's no Instagram pop up. There's none of the silly stuff, right? Just you're in the woods,
Yeah,
it's
no
nature.
ads.
Yeah, no
Hmm.
ads. That's the best part. Yeah, no skip. It's
Hmm.
I mean, it's like how we were born. And I got a quick question: Does how did your fighter name come to be the lizard? Does that correlate with?
The lizard. Uh, Not really. So my first jujitsu coach, he was like really into giving nicknames, and he was also a big like Marvel fan in comics. So in Spider-Man, there's Dr. Connors, which is my last name. He turns himself into like a lizard monster. And when I was like young doing jujitsu, I was just tenacious, man. I was just submission hunting nonstop. Positions did not matter. It was all about the sub. And so when people would ask my coach, why do you call him the lizard? He'd just say he's cold blooded. And it just kind of stuck. Yeah. Hmm.
So what did your journey start? That kind of bridges me over into like where did Patrick start from day one in the martial arts
Yeah.
before
So
he was the
I stopped doing.
cold colored lizard?
Hmm. So originally it was just kung fu in the woods, self-taught kung fu. I'm just joking. It was just like fighting nonstop with my brothers, my friends. I started doing high school wrestling and jujitsu. An MMA school opened up maybe like 2 kilometers from my house. So I started doing their jujitsu, their Muay Thai, their boxing. Since like 2010, I've been training the four main disciplines, you know? MMA is boxing, wrestling, jujitsu, and boxing, wrestling, jujitsu, and Muay Thai. Muay Thai, my bad. Hmm.
What's your favorite of boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu? If you only could choose one martial art and you had to go into your fight coming up in the next 5 days with it, which one are you taking for
Oh,
battle?
okay. If I could only choose one, that's a hard question, man. The sport is if I had to drop the other ones, maybe it would be Muay Thai. Um, just to have a threat right away. The fight starts on the feet.
Mhm.
So having the art of 8 limbs right off the bat, I'd say that's a good choice if you're only getting one. But my love for all of them kind of like fluctuates. Like one will be my favorite for months at a time, and then I get a little bored of it, but I got more to choose from. So, mhm.
Would going into your fight like 5 days out? I mean, like you've been here before. Well, it's like 2 dozen times. You said with the the amateur ones and the professional ones. Uh, and I always wonder this with fighters that have gone into the ring so many times. Is there anything different about the time before? Did you always feel the same nervousness, or like what would you say to someone?
Well, I'd say like I have different practices to help me with nerves, help me stay present, and that sort of thing. There's always going to be nerves and excitement, and I don't try to push anything down. I'll just experience it, but I don't get caught up in a certain feeling or that. I let it pass naturally. I think one thing that I've learned through so many fights is you can't recreate past mindsets perfectly, right? You had this one mindset going into the fight. You can't recreate it. Everything has to be uh, an amalgamation of everything before, which puts you at where your mind is now. And of course, you learn and you grow, but it's always a little bit different, I would say. Um, I find different things to inspire me, different things to motivate me, and I just use that inspiration to tweak my training, tweak my mindset, and prepare myself for a performance that I'm happy with.
That's very well said. I like how you put that with the confidence is not developed there in the moment, but confidence is an amalgamation of what we do in practice over time. Because I can't trick myself in the mindset unless I'm delusional. But
Yeah.
like Antonin said, you train Antonin. Delusion fades
Hmm.
within about 5 seconds after you get in the ring because reality hits you
Oh yeah,
like a cinder block, right? So all the confidence
absolutely.
you build is genuine. It takes time to do that. So
Mm.
what I have to ask you now is what sorry, whoa. I mean, hopefully this is your best fight because always best it's going forward. But um, what do you think was your most proudest fight so far?
You know, I'd say there's two that come to mind. One that was in Oakville. It was probably 2017. It was my second pro fight, and this is an opponent that I'd been looking to fight for maybe 3, 4 months.
Hmm.
I put all the work in, and I had to fight through some adversity. So I guess when you fight through some adversity, the win feels more. It's like the gratification is better when you have to push yourself in the ring.
Hmm.
And my second favorite would probably be my win in Ottawa. I got a 12-second KO. And so I practiced an opening sequence for this fight for 2, 3 weeks before the fight. I practiced a flying knee, a hand combination, and I'd do it every day. Every day I was practicing for at least 30 minutes um, this opening sequence. I practiced all the variables of if it didn't happen like this, if it happened like this, and then when the fight happened, I just executed. I I did my sequence, clipped him with an overhand right, and put him away really quick. And so, I it was just like the I like the fact that people are like, oh, 12-second knockout, that's pretty lucky, and I'm like, no, it's not luck. That was performed over and over again, and I executed. So that felt good. Hmm.
Yeah, I wanna add to that where you're talking about the reinforcement there of that 12-second K. I mean, hey, dude, like that's nuts, dude. Like, I mean, that guy got in the cage and he's
Hmm.
like, "Hey, see you later, coach," and he just got in like 10 seconds later, boom,
Yeah.
he's already. Yeah, I mean, it's a real
Hmm.
thing in the sport, but um, you're saying you practiced that weeks before, you manifested it, you thought of it in your mind, and you practice it over and over, and I think a lot of people
Hmm.
miss that when sorry, not long ago, going talk the manifestation of it, like in your mind, like for example, like thinking of something, like anything you see that happens in the world. I was learning this from this audio I was listening to a little while ago. It like anything that comes true, it's with an idea that usually started a long time ago. It's like it wasn't something
Hmm.
that just like happened and came to fruition out of nowhere. It's like that was built up and someone had to visualize it, someone had to practice it, like you were saying. So it's really
Hmm.
cool to kind of see the dots connect on all this stuff. And I don't know if you have anything to add to that, but I got another fun question. Sure.
Uh, yeah, I'd say like you have to believe before it happens. You have to believe in it before you make it happen. So I think uh, that belief, a lot of my belief, I believe in the techniques that I practice, and I bring, like, sometimes your energy goes up and down, or you're feeling not so great one day. But if you really study what you're trying to execute, and you believe in the technique, you don't have to be pumped up on yourself. It doesn't have to be a delusion about yourself. You know that this is something that exists in the world that you can do too. Yeah.
I wanted to go back to you're talking about a cold-blooded killer. You're talking about how
Hmm.
you're always looking to finish, and what's your like top three favorite finishes? Say like I just walked in to Niagara Top Team. I was lying on the ground, completely unaware of you in the corner, creeping into the gym, and you had three moves you could pull on me. Which ones do you do? Shoot.
Oh man. Well, that sounds like a sneak attack.
What
That'd be
you
a
can do whatever you want.
that'd be a dishonorable sneak attack. Maybe I'd yell your name first, get that cool stare down from across the room. But flying knee has to be up there.
I would
Flying knee is,
imagine.
yeah, it's a crazy technique. I've never landed a flush flying knee in a fight. That'd be a highlight. That'd be really proud of. Anthony Romero has one of the best flying knee knockouts
He's got a
in
picture up on the
MMA.
wall.
Yeah. Oh, it was insane. So flying knee. I think like a suplex. Suplex is also just like a badass thing to happen during a fight. It's kind of like demoralizing for the person you're doing it to. And oh, just a tricky submission. Um, I've got some subs I hit in the gym, and if I were to hit them in the ring, that'd be something I'd be really proud of. Just like something you don't see every day. Crazy, crazy subs.
Why is the flying knee number one?
Ah, it's got to be the airtime, man. It's got to be the airtime. It's like a movie, right? You knocking someone out midair, uh, getting some airtime, like a Jordan highlight pick. It's sick, I think. Yeah.
I want to go back to your first fight, or sorry, first competition. I want you to tell us a story about the first time you got the ring and how it felt, and then give us a little advice on someone that is going to get into their first competition. And that could be MMA, that could be wrestling, kickboxing.
Yeah.
Drum us
So
up a
my
story.
my first amateur fight, I took it on about 4 weeks' notice. Um, it's in Ottawa. At the time, there was no amateur MMA in Ontario, so this was the first amateur MMA fight card in Ontario, uh, and I'm fighting a guy who's a national Muay Thai or international, really, one of the biggest North American Muay Thai champions. It it kind of lined up how my career has been, where just saying yes to these crazy fights. Like I've always been a guy who's just been like competing frequently and looking for hard scraps. So my ex-girlfriend and I, we drive to Ottawa. My brother lives there at the time, so he's in my corner, and I just have like a 3 round war. I think you can't actually prepare for how tired you're gonna be when you fight another human. Like, it's it's insane. You're not even thinking. Uh, you're just going in there, and it becomes like a an animalistic, like visceral experience. If I was to give someone advice, it's like properly prepare, do the steps, do the jujitsu tournaments, do the Muay Thai fights, do get your rounds in the gym, but also just enjoy the process because this is like the craziest thing that most people will never do. So try to enjoy it, try to make it your own, have some fun. Um, this guy who I fought, his name was Fred Stonehouse, and I actually moved to Ottawa. I was living there for a time, and I started talking to Fred. Hey, what gym should I train at? He just opened a new gym, and I trained at his gym for 4 years in Ottawa. Started teaching classes there. So like, he was my opponent at first, but then he became one of my closest friends. And it's like, there's really good people in this sport. It humbles you so much and gives you so much life philosophy that you gain so much outside of just the skills.
Mhm. I like
Yeah.
to say, and I actually learned this from Anthony. So Anthony, you're getting credit
hmm
here. Not that I wouldn't give you credit anyways, but you know what I'm saying. So for a saying that you say, it's or how you do one thing is how you do everything. And
Ah, yeah.
I I hear that. I mean, I hear that from a few different other authors, but Anthony was one of the most prominent ones that really spoke out to me first. And like when it comes to sports, when you do difficult things in sports and you overcome them, especially, and then you start to be capable of doing more, I mean, there's a lot of positive benefits to it, but just starting out to name a few, like being more courageous, being more optimistic, being more positive, being more hardworking. Uh, I believe that sport opens up a lot of those possibilities, and I'll actually bridge it over to you on this because I'm on a charity run right now with Canadian Tire Jumpstart to raise money for sports, and
Oh, nice.
so I'm just curious, like,
Yeah.
what do you believe the power of sport is for children, the youth especially?
Yeah, I think perseverance is the big one. It's sport is hard. It tests you mentally and physically. I think the perseverance that when you stick through something, like fall down 7 times, get up eight, or I don't know how that saying goes, but it's the not letting a hard task or a failure stop you from pursuing whatever you want to pursue in life. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways I've gotten from this is when things are hard, it's you're usually in the right place, right? If it was easy, it wouldn't be that gratifying, but overcoming difficulties and obstacles really makes you grow as a person. Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing I take away from this is perseverance, uh, courage to take on these tasks. There's a lot. Um, for kids, it's also community. Like I've met so many people through MMA, and having a community really helps you when you are struggling in life with all the things that people do struggle with. So, mhm.
What do you think is the? I'm just tying it more back to the charity because that's really relevant.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Hmm.
But what do you think comes from the power? Yeah, I'll just actually I'll answer the question first. I'm just curious to hear your
Mm.
thoughts on it. So community to me with sports, especially through like high school and then going up and doing running, and just like you were saying, meeting people, and yeah, there's a lot of terrific opportunities to go push yourself to do hard things, like you're saying, and I mean, realistically, community also gives you guidance as well because a lot of times we don't have people, and you like even mentors. With fighting, for example, if I always throw a jab with my thumb out, like I'm throwing an apple with a stem on top, and I
Hmm.
crack somebody, right? I'm gonna jack up my thumb. But if I have somebody there to be like, hey, actually do it like this is how you actually hold a fist. Tutorial on the show, but
Mm.
then like it helps out with that. So like community and feedback and all that stuff. So yeah, like what does community mean to you?
Yeah, well, that's a good way of pointing it. Like, without the wisdom of the people before us, like, we'll be hurting ourselves, trying to run through a wall head on. But like, we stand on the shoulders of giants, right? As a civilization, we've come this far because of all the people before us. So, in our lives, having those mentors, people who can steer you on the right path, it makes a world of difference. Um, I think like positive influence and people you can aspire to be like, it really helps us get where we want to go or have a better idea of where we want to go, right? When you have those mentors, they can be the guide through ups and downs, and yeah, it's important. As well as like fighting is cool, winning is cool, like it's all great, but if you don't have a table to sit at to share food, like it's all kind of pointless, You like your wins feel good because you know all the effort of the people who've spent the time with you and everyone who's been backing you. That's why winning feels good. It's not just the win by itself. It's the team that puts you there and the team that builds you up. Hmm.
I like how you said that. It's the people that you sit with after, so the people like the dinner table, stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's
Hmm.
that's where after you've done the deed and you put out your effort and you can sit back those people afterwards and be like, hey, that together. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts as well. And uh,
Hmm.
I was talking with some podcasts how like sometimes there's a time and place to do things by your own and like walk your own stride. There's a lot of power in community and that guidance once again. So
Hmm.
I, I want to ask pretty off off the path question here, just to deter from all the serious stuff. If you had to
Nice.
get if you had to get in the cage, shut laughing at, you had to get in the cage with one animal, had to be about no, sorry, one animal except it's your weight.
Okay.
What animal would you fight? By the way, you have your gloves and you have your wits. That's all you got.
Okay. So I think it wouldn't be a cage, it'd be a tank. Probably like a scuba. I'd have my scuba gear.
I'm
And I
questioning
think
what you're talking about.
a squid, maybe a squid or an octopus, right? Intelligent animal, 8 limbs. I don't know how I'd be moving under the water, but yeah, it'd probably be an underwater battle with an
You want the fight.
octopus. Yeah. hmm Yeah, I'd be
That's
getting.
really creative.
Well, I feel like I just don't want to get bit, so I'm choosing something that's not going to bite me too hard. Yeah.
I mean, octopus have like their little. I don't know if you know, but that's how they get stuff. That's actually how they get their pearls. Like, they have those little.
Oh
So
yeah.
like if those things got a hold of you, that looks like it hurts. I mean, you'd be underwater, so no big.
Okay.
Yeah, but like other than that, I mean, would
Yeah.
you say they both about the same thing? I
Yeah.
think they both have the same thing. I don't know. Squid might like gum things. I'm not an
Mm.
expert in that, but okay. So why? I mean, firstly, why the octopus, man? Give us some details, man.
I think it's just the well, I've heard octopus are super intelligent, so there's you kind of connect when you fight when you're in a fight with a cage. It's like you form a bond that's pretty strong. So why not an octopus, right? I'm gonna download some octopus wisdom during this match. I'll have to deal with 8 limbs, so I've got my arms and legs, and I don't know how to tie up an octopus, but it just sounds like an interesting battle to me, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like you you're kind of like being like Captain Jack Sparrow here in a sense, right? Like against that like Kraken. So like I mean that sounds pretty cool. So maybe
hmm
we could get you on a ship and fight them out or something. See, that'll be August 16th, the day after. We'll put that fight on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm down. Yeah, get me on a pirate ship, a little bit of rum, day after. Yeah, that sounds good.
And of course, that's pretty cool. So where like sir, what are you eating after? I mean, you get done this fight. Just like what's your post fight like meal, especially because you're
Bro,
talking pretty gnarly in text about the weight cut and everything. So yeah, what are you chowing
yeah.
down on, dude?
Well, I'm like a big foodie. Like the week of my weight cut, I'm watching nonstop competitive eating videos of guys trying all these like crazy restaurants, but definitely I'm gonna be having a large pizza,
Yeah,
just like really good pizza,
yeah.
cheeseburgers, fries. I'll probably give myself like a week of enjoying all the foods that I've been staying away from.
Hmm.
Definitely like a nice chocolate cake. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm always happy to put on like 10 pounds immediately following fight week. Um, I can't do it quite like Paddy Pimblett. I'm not sure if you've seen him blow up after
Yes, sir.
a fight. He gets like fat right away. I wish I could like gain that type of mass, but I'll give it my best shot. Pizza, cheeseburgers, chocolate cake, the whole shebang.
So, quick question: is my audio okay? Like, is there any like background noise that's too bad or no?
No, 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 like I just heard one thing just a second ago, but it's not too bad. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Well, I
hearing
just want to make sure.
a beeping every so often, but you're all good.
I could like probably dampen it with that. Okay, just make sure. I don't know why it's not connected or anything, but it's okay. Okay, so we'll get back to the episode here. Okay, so
What's
you
your, can
mentioned
I ask you, what's your like cheat meal, or do you eat clean a lot of the time, or are you eating whatever you want, or
I
yeah.
do, I do.
Yeah, nice.
I I have a lot of allergies, so I don't really have a choice.
Okay.
So
So,
I have like our allergies to peanut and dairy eggs, which doesn't sound that bad.
mm,
It's not that bad, but
mm,
that's like no like chocolate, most like processed stuff that's kind of like off the table, which is a blessing because then that means like, you know, I actually have this app after the show, but I'm on a run right now. But like baby cookies are like insane.
oh
I got
yeah?
some I got some like
Okay, nice.
I got some like dates and stuff too. I actually got
Okay,
these from
solid.
a friend that came by earlier on the run, and she gave me these go-go. I don't really eat these ever, but like they're like here as well. But I mean, I
Mm,
also do love like vegan chocolate cake. I'm not vegan, but like I still can eat vegan food. Kind of falls in the category of where I'm at. So
yeah. No, there's some
yeah,
good chocolate, some good vegan food for sure. Got the cocoa. It's all good.
yeah. They have like that like Enjoy Life stuff. I don't know if you've ever tried Enjoy Life. Not many people have, but like
I
it's
haven't, no.
Enjoy Life's my go-to brand. When I was younger, and I'd always like my mom would like get me some like Enjoy Life bars at like Sobeys. I mean, way price. So like when she was doing that, I was like super nice. But like I like you buy like an average like chocolate bar, you get like I mean I hope, but you get like I don't even know. Like even as like a milk, like dairy milk or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah,
You get like a bunch of
the
those
bar.
little,
Yeah.
yeah. On like this
Mm.
vegan one, bro, you get like like
Oh man,
you get
why
like
are they chinsing you like that?
no, I know that, and it's like
Yeah,
triple the price. I'm like, you guys are just you're taking out ingredients here. Like,
yeah, right. Yeah,
what do
that's
you,
crazy.
yeah, what do you charge me for? So, anyways, yeah. So the vegan food's pretty good, but like, yeah, for like post, even it's like post like wrestling tournaments and stuff, or like post like big runs. Like when I did like one of my biggest ultra marathons, I
Mm.
I went out and actually I didn't really eat much. I kind of felt like crap afterwards. I'm not gonna lie. I never really want to eat
Mm.
much, but I had some like burgers. My dad makes good like smash burgers.
Oh man, I worked at a burger shop for like a year and a half, and like I ate my wages in cheeseburgers, bro. It was like like the pay was just a bonus on top of the amount of burgers I ate that year. Uh, yeah. How long was your ultra?
I'm so it's funny. Actually, I don't know if you looked at like my pages right now. So I'm actually I'll tell you about
Mm.
that one. So I did a 100 mile ultra. Um, it's called the
Oh, dude, man,
so
when people are like they talk about fighting being crazy, I think that's like second tier to running 100 miles. That's insane, bro.
you're
That
not gonna
is
like what you're not gonna like what I say next, but
what's
um,
that?
I'll, I'll tell you in a second. That's the charity thing I was talking about. So okay, it's about you on the show. Like I'm not talking about this super much because it's
Mm.
about you. But anyway, so yeah, I did the 100 mile ultra. I raised a bunch of money for Jumpstart charities. And like, okay, it's pretty cool. That was like
Mm.
a month and a half ago, and then
Oh,
now I'm on a it's stupid. It's don't even have that a 550-mile journey from Niagara on the Lake to uh, Thousand Island. So that's like Pax Kingston, and I'm running
bro,
from
that's wild, dude. How many kilometers you do in a day?
I'm trying to get around like a marathon at least, so like 42, 45.
Holy shit, brother. Good luck, man. Yeah, I hope
It's
I hope you're
it's the
getting
end of
your rest in.
yeah, it's end of day three. Actually, I'm just gonna like literally like slam like the whole the use down after, and
Nice.
that's why I keep drinking water. The show
Oh, damn.
I gotta replenish.
Nice,
I'm
dude.
at right now. It's just on the road.
Mm.
Yeah, today's end of day three, and then day four tomorrow. It's gonna be like a 21-day journey because I'm doing about marathon day, and yeah, I got some stuff set up in
And
Toronto. For
this is for
Jumpstart.
Jumpstart?
Yeah, for Jump, they're like so
Hey,
wonderful.
nice.
What a great charity. That's why I
Mm.
was talking about the spokes and stuff, just because they're,
Hmm.
I mean, they're one, they're a huge cause I believe in, and then two, they're just yeah, like wonderful like Canadian charities. So I was like, yeah,
Mm.
let's do them. So yeah, they've been wonderful. We've raised a few $1,000s so far, and you know,
Good for you, bro.
still, thank you. Still a few more weeks to
Yeah.
go. And you get, or good luck on your fight coming up as well. But
Mm.
I want to get back to you, man, because like we're not talking
Mm.
about me on the on the show here. We're talking about after.
Mm.
So, I mean, hey, like, what, what's the goal with like the fight coming up here, and like what's the goal with, I'm just like fighting in general for your end.
Hmm. Well, this opportunity, like to fight at home, was really something that got me back in motion. I've been, I haven't fought for 2 years. Like I was always taking fights last minute, always jumping on the next match for a long time. Maybe got a little burnt out, so I'm just ramping it back up. Opportunity to fight at home is huge, and I still think that I can build some momentum in this sport, and that's what I'm hoping to do this Saturday is get the ball rolling. Uh, I'd say stop taking fights last minute, start preparing for my matches like I have in the past, and but I love fighting so much that I'm not really looking past this Saturday because I'm so excited for it. It's what I've been preparing for. Uh, I think my record is a little bit shit, you know, and the bigger organizations aren't looking for a shit record. So I realized that I just have to enjoy what's given to me. Um, I believe in myself. I believe in my skills. That I do think I have the ability to fight with the top guys, and so kind of just take it one step at a time, fight, see how that goes. Like I'm really not putting much on the outcome. Um, I'm just enjoying the process. So I don't know what's next for me after this, but I do know I'm in my peak physical form, my experience, and all the everything I've learned is at the cusp of the height, So kind of like I'm excited to bring this product of my fight knowledge in with the best shape I've been in, and kind of stay disciplined, kind of keep building that physicality that I have going right now, and one step at a time.
One second. I like
Yeah.
that phrasing. I I see you're always got some funny photos of hiking in the woods. And, I know
Hmm.
not everybody's a super outdoorsy person, but I mean, hey, like if you get that magic golden flight deck and go anywhere in the world, and you go out for a nice all day long hike, like you're saying, when you're,
Oh
uh,
man.
yeah, where would you want to go?
Like I've never done like this isn't super uh, forested areas, but I've never done East Asia. I think I would love to backpack through like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. I would, I think a dollar goes pretty far there. Kind of live like a vagabond, go from town to town, train in Muay Thai, see the beaches. I think that would be a trip that is definitely on my bucket list. Yeah, I uh, that's probably where I would go if I had a flight ticket booked. Ethan Pad Thai. Hmm.
Is there anywhere in North America you'd like to, or let's put some trains out there. Let's put some cell bars
Hmm.
down. Canada only. Where are you going?
Ooh, that's a good question. I, I think I've been through a good bit of Canada, um, but I have not seen the Northwest Territories. I think that's really where I'd be immersed in nature, some hardcore backpacking, hiking. It'd be the Northwest Territories. Yeah, see the Northern Lights.
Oh,
Maybe evade the wool.
yeah.
Hmm.
What? All right, let's paint a scene real quick. All right, so Patrick's hiking, he's backpacking through Northwest Territories. It's like
Hmm.
day five. He's man, this is pretty nice. Okay, what animal if you saw it burst out of the woods would be like, oh shoot. It
Bro,
could be multiple, by the way. Like that could be a pack, but like
it's got to be the grizzly bear. I used to like, I used to read books on all the different like grizzly bear attacks that have happened in North America. And dude, what a nightmare. That's the apex predator in North America. That's like, yeah, you got to be like, you, I've heard stories. A 9 millimeter handgun. If you shoot a grizzly bear, the bullet will bounce off the skull. It doesn't like, it doesn't even phase it.
that
It would bounce off
sucks.
the skull and keep charging at you. Yeah, this is the animal that you don't want to come across in North America for sure. It's the grizzly. Yeah.
Have you
Mhm.
ever seen the Northern Lights? I know.
Yeah, I have. Um, I was up in Yukon hunting with my uncle about a year ago, and it was the maybe the second last day of the trip. We're canoeing on a lake. We're far from the camp, and the winds just pick up, and we kind of get trapped at the far end of this massive lake where the wind was too strong to get back to camp. So we're spending the night out there. I'm just like nonstop the whole night, loading logs onto the fire. We got no tent, no sleeping bag, none of that. And I was definitely a little nervous about
The grizzly bear.
like Yeah, the grizzly bears for sure. And then like the Northern Lights came out, and I was like, hey man, it's all worth it for this. It was a beautiful experience. All the green shimmers in the sky, and yeah, Yukon, Northern Ontario is beautiful, man. It's like God's country.
I'd like to go up there one day. It sounds like a really really nice part of
Oh yeah,
Canada. I hear
good
often.
hiking.
Yeah, I hear often from people that people that have gone like well like trail hiking and stuff in Canada that um and there are other beautiful parts of the world. I mean, I quite frankly,
Mm,
Canada's other than like and stuff like that. Like that's really where I've been so
mm,
far. But
mm.
yeah, like definitely in the future, like just checking out more of Canada because Canada sounds like from Alberta to British Columbia. I mean, the mountains are what attract me about
Oh
because
yeah.
I love all that stuff.
Mm,
But yeah,
mm.
Yukon's pretty good. Just
East Coast is nice too, dude. If you haven't been out to like Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, oh, it's
I like to
gorgeous.
go there as well. Yeah.
And the people too are just like so funny, so talkative and good humored.
Talking about sorry, voice crack. I expect you're talking about hunting. Yeah, like when did you get into hunting? Do you hunt frequent?
Uh, I'm not really a big hunter. I've just been with my uncle who lives in Whitehorse up in Yukon. He's been there for like 30 or 40 years now.
That's nice.
So I go out with him. We've been on sheep hunts, climbing mountains every day,
Oh,
a couple moose hunts, and yeah, I did just get my gun license. I would like to be able to hunt in Ontario. I just think it's kind of cool to, you know, pro be able to provide if you had to. Um, so yeah, but I've never shot an animal. That part makes me a little squeamish, but I think it's still a good life skill. So mhm.
like, those people you hear online. It's like I walked away from civilization for like 1 month, like, or even like those like shows like Alone, where it's just like they're like just put on the woods.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, like
Mm.
I mean, hey, do you ever see yourself doing those things, and how long would you last?
Yeah, I think I definitely have the survival skills. I was like a young kid when I started doing Boy Scouts, and me and my friends still go camping out every year on like long portage trips.
That's awesome.
So I have the survival skills. I just get kind of like maybe bummed to be by myself,
Darn.
but I also I think I have the mental strength to push myself to extreme levels. Um, always been like an intense challenge type of guy. So yeah, I think I'd do well until I see some like grizzly scat, and then I might be rethinking
And then
everything.
you
Yeah.
stab.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, hey, quick question for you. What was your, and Patrick, to you, if you're, what was your most favorite outdoor story? I like talking about the outdoors. Like, well, if you, like, I mean, this could be hanging out with buddies. This could be just messing around outside. Do you got a favorite story in mind?
Yeah. All it's not quite outdoors, but it's underground. So when me and my friends were like young, we'd go to this park, and at the behind the park there was like a storm drain. So one time, I think I was like 14, and we get some tools and we break open a storm drain, and we're crawling in these storm drain tunnels for like maybe a couple kilometers.
That sounds like the plot of it,
Uh,
dude.
right? Yeah, no, it's like so we're like going through all these chambers. There's different levels. You climb a ladder. It's like,
Mind the
and
clown in the
then
corner.
we're pretty deep. Yeah, right. We're pretty deep in there, and we just start hearing the sound of like rushing water, and we're like, oh snap! And so, like a flash of like a storm had hit, and like I don't know how the chambers work where the water's rushing through, but all of a sudden water's rushing into this underground storm drain, and we're hustling trying to get out of there, scraping our knees. Um, just I was very like exploratory as a kid and like always looking for some type of adventure. And this was one where it was like a little chancy trying to rush out of these storm drains with water filling the tunnels and us just like hands and knees crawling as fast as we can.
Also, like
My
you guys are
big
like,
buddy who's like, oh yeah, we're in a small tunnel,
oh,
and
geez.
my big buddy, he's like he's in the front, he's slowing us down. We're like kind of and motivate him. Yeah, go, go, go. So we had to rush out of there. That was a fun time. That was good. Hmm.
See, that sounds cool. I mean, yeah. Okay, actually, I'm talking about caving here in a second too. And it seems that you're the caver
Hmm.
kind of type. I've been through like some small caves. Like I haven't like like done anything um
Oh,
like for like kilometers deep. Like man, you always see online like
hmm.
the end result looks fun because well, sometimes some people again like these massive like big cave. There was like this one cave that a bunch of few climber, or I guess they're climbers. They discovered the caves, and it's like this big opening. It's really cool, big hole in the earth. Um, I mean, dude, would you ever do like caving? It sounds like tight.
Yeah, no, for sure. I would. Like, I'm always down to have a good experience. And when it's a little dicey, it's a little bit more fun. Um, I have like seen some caves in Hamilton. Like there's one that you can crawl underground and there's like a mini waterfall underneath there.
Oh yeah,
Uh, yeah, it's definitely spelunking. Very cool. Hmm.
yeah. I
Yeah.
always I think I could find that shit. Well, it's a mess. Oh wait, horn. Oh, that might be no. Man, yeah, no. I was listening to something a little while ago. It was let's see, like here cave underground. Like the stuff where you see like the
Whoa.
opening up, it's like, by the way, for everyone that's
Oh
listening
yeah.
to the audio right now, we're going to, yeah, this is the one. Oh, this one's nuts. Pull up. Yeah, so for
That
listeners,
is wild,
yeah,
bro.
we're looking at images right now. Yeah, so the story of this is basically this tiny hole up in the top, and
Hmm.
these people had to run, like you already see how high this thing is. Like
Yeah.
this is the
Do they like rappel down a rope? How do they get there?
yeah. So they have like I don't know if you ever play like Rainbow Six Siege, but they got like one of those like
Hmm.
the little ropes and they drop on down and then they land here um and then they
Yeah,
have this
that is nuts.
massive flood. Like I'd say, I mean, firstly, like how does it like this looks like the inside of Jupiter? Like how does this even just like come?
Yeah. No, it looks otherworldly. Yeah.
Yeah, how does
This
this
is
even?
crazy.
Yeah, and then people have like I don't know if oh, shoot I forget they're like soul they're called like soul like 4,000 soul 8,000. It's these massive lights. I mean,
Hmm.
you can see the guy using it here. Like this thing's practically the sun and they just flash it down from the
Man,
top. There's a cool YouTube video on it. Maybe I'll find it afterwards. After or send it to you afterwards or
yeah,
something. But like
this
people,
is crazy.
yeah, people look at the camera or they're looking down. They have like the light or whatever, and they're like, and they just see like this massive cave, and they're like, holy crap! The first one they get there ever. I'm like, man, that's nuts. That's crazy.
Bro, this is like one of the qualities I admire most in people is like a sense of adventure.
This is it as
Because
well.
like
Yeah,
there's the saying like adventure is out there, and we get so used to just living our like our routines and stuff.
yeah.
And I think people need to experience some what's out there because this is insane.
Earth's
Like
beautiful. Dude.
it's
Earth
like
is awesome.
yeah, right. We should see as much as we can while we're here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, quite frankly, I don't know if I'm going down that cave, but hey, man, like this guy with this
Yeah,
with, with this green helmet,
right. That's pretty
he's
intense.
having a good
Yeah,
time. I mean, hey, like I don't know,
yeah.
the rope is probably about like like 1 inch thick. Maybe actually that looks like a fire hose. That'd be
Mhm.
probably safe. But like, yeah, like it's wonderful. Like you're talking about, like going up to the Yukon and stuff. Like that's all stuff I'd love to go do in the future and uh, play just all that cool stuff. Would you ever like go to like the desert? Actually, no, sorry. What's one place you back to fight here? What's one place you wouldn't fight? So like, actually, I'll give you options. You got to pick from
Okay.
the hat here.
Hmm.
So you can go in the middle of the Sahara Desert. You're fighting on sand, slippery sand. You can go fight in mud. So I don't know where there's mud, but the Amazon, let's say. Gotta watch for that snake.
Amazon. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Amazon, Sahara, and then let's say top of a mountain. We're going to the top of the Rockies, Alberta. You got three picks. Go.
Okay. Which one would I definitely do?
Yeah.
Gotta be the mountain. You know, it's like yeah, climbing the mountain is hard enough. So to be able to be king of the mountain, I think that's a pretty cool accomplishment. sub temperatures. Then you get to do a little bit of like gi techniques, a little bit of judo with the snowsuits and that sort of thing. Yeah, fighting on a mountain. The air is thin. Sounds fun.
Put
Sounds nice.
put yourself in
Yeah.
like one of those one of those like I see Andy Glaze that like oh like that they're like the elevation. Well, you probably know what it is like the
Oh, the yeah,
altitude
yeah, the
skill.
elevation.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, those things.
yeah, I think
It has nothing to do with
yeah,
anything.
fighting on
Just
top of in the Himalayas, that'd be pretty that'd be pretty interesting. Hmm.
yeah, and now like hey, we never talked about the opponent. So
Hmm.
opponent wise, like what's one? Let's say UFC from. I mean, I don't know if they have a fight league, but that's like a big one, of course. UFC. Who's one fighter you'd bring up to the top of the mountain here? Let's say the Rockies. Your Duke. Oh,
It would probably be Zabit Megomedov. He's a fighter who like they say in fighting there's like the biggest what if, like guys who had the most potential, but you never saw them with the belt.
mm,
And so Zabit was like this crazy guy doing spinning kicks, um, insane jumping off the cage, all sorts of like ninja like moves. Um, and then he retires undefeated and becomes like a doctor and starts doing that sort of thing. So I think he had like maybe 12 and 0 in my weight class, similar build to me, like a very long featherweight.
mm.
So Zabit, yeah, Zabit is definitely the guy who I would want to test myself against. He's got kind of like a monk uh, quality to him. So very cool. Good fighter. If you haven't checked his highlights out, he's one of my favorites to watch. Well, he was. Mhm.
let's add some more flashy paint to this story here. What's your walkout song?
Mhm.
You just climb up the mountain, you're banging your chest, you're like, I did it. And then now your opponent's standing there, he's
Yeah.
looking down at you, and he's like, oh, we're not done yet. And you gotta like
Oh yeah.
you got the little jukebox, maybe you got the little iPod, iPod. That's funny. This is so old. iPod. So yeah, you got a little iPod, it's blasting the
Mhm.
jams. You're like, okay, yeah, what song's coming on?
Oh, dude, I really like heavy trumpets, kind of like the trumpets of war,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Like uh, big brass band, kind of like pumping me up, kind of like stuff you'd see at uh, a a parade, that sort of thing. Like the big brass band getting me going. Um, kind of like make me think of all the people who are behind me. Like, and yeah, bit big band, mhm, brass. But if it had to be like a an artist who everyone would know, it'd probably be Biggie with "Hypnotized." Hmm.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
the
because
term.
I just feel that, man, when that's on, I'm like, oh, I get in a groove.
Yeah.
It's like timeless.
Is that what you have like for August 15th coming up?
You know, I'm having a hard time choosing a song.
Hmm.
I've got a few that I'm running with, but I haven't chosen one yet.
Okay.
So just gonna do some shadow boxing on fight week, see which one really speaks to me, and then the night of, uh, I'll know. Mhm.
Yeah, we'll have to get the trumpets out. So cue the trumpets. We'll get you guys ready for that fight. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I like
yeah, no, that sounds good.
I like the
Hmm.
picture there with maybe you'll get some like some like leather skins and put them on a big drum. You got people being the war drum coming over with
Oh yeah,
the trumpets and all that stuff.
for sure.
Okay, so a few more questions before we close off here. This is really fun actually. I like painting the pictures like this.
Yeah, thank you for having me, dude.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
hey,
in the middle of everything you're doing, I,
hey,
big
dude,
respect.
you're coming up on your fight, man. I know what when you coming into wrestling camp. I know what that's kind of like and stuff. So,
Mhm.
especially because like, you're going in the cage to get bashed. That's something I want to do in the future as well. Um,
Mm.
and that, I don't know, maybe
Hopefully, do the bashing.
yeah, yeah, not take it. I mean, hey, if my Dude, I think one person I would never want to face is Antonin. He was telling me the other day that he's got like a literal metal. I don't know if he told you this. He's got metal pole in his like. I don't know if you ever got a hard the calf kick from him. And you're like, man, that kind of hurt. It's
Oh yeah.
it's because he's got his. He had like this. I don't know if he wants me sharing it publicly that much, but I'll keep on the low key. Basically, he had a little
Mm.
incident when he was younger, and they just like had to like replace a lot of his. I forget the bone, not the femur, the
Tibia.
yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Kinesiology expert. And yeah, so if he got it like I guess like added some metal to it or whatever. So he doesn't have much
It's like
feeling.
Wolverine.
Yeah, like I mean, realistically, man, you're gonna see him get on with that old hairdo he had, dude. He'd pull up the claws and boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has got
Mm.
like some metal in it and stuff. So like he goes and kicks, he doesn't feel anything. It's like it's nuts. Um, I
Mm.
don't know where I was going with this, but
Oh, just how brutal the sport can be.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There we go. There's where I was at. Yeah, so yeah, definitely
Mhm.
like a huge respect all the fighters and
Mm.
yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, I want to add to that again. I'm cutting myself short here. No, huge respect to them because it's something I want to do in the future. But I also know what it's like to go through those weight cuts. Like my funniest weight cut story for OFSA, when I went to Peterborough for
Mhm.
OFSA last year, or no, actually a few months ago. And yeah, the weight cut was just like it stinks, dude. I mean, I never did a weight cut properly. Like I always just do it last
Ooh.
minute, get up, get
Yeah.
those 10 pounds off. It's like why would I torture myself for weeks when I could just do it in the last day?
Yeah. Just a little bit of suffering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know? Yeah.
yeah. And that week before, I'm like, yeah, I'm eating all this good food. I know that 3 days later, I'm gonna have to start. Yeah. So anyway, so it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, not a fun time. If you do it properly, it's probably a little bit less. But point being is like you still got to do something that is not what you want to do, and a huge respect to everybody that goes out there and does all that. Which brings me to my last question. It's like, hey Patrick, where can people find you? Keep up the story, and also maybe if they want to go get a ticket or watch it online, your fight coming up August 15th in Barrie, where can people go do
Mhm.
this?
So the fight, it'll be on Millions Co. You can stream it. Barry Fight Night. It's
Mm,
also on barryfightnight.ca.
yep.
Uh Finding me, you can find me at Pat J Connors on Instagram. Um or P Connors 8 on YouTube. You can find some old camping clips if that's what you're into. Yeah, no, but Pat J Connors on Instagram. That's my main handle. Mhm. Thank you,
Awesome.
dude. Thank you for the time.
Hey, no,
Mhm.
I appreciate you coming on the show today. Also, I want to help get some noise up about around your fight. I'll have some clips up on the Instagram as well. So if you want to repost those, I'm sure people listening right now hopefully enjoy it, but hopefully see them a lot on your For You page. We got about like 20 of those going out a day, so um, they've been popping up on some
Wicked.
yeah
Nice.
some For You pages a lot. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 12. Once again, Patrick Connors. We have his social handles and everything else. You can keep up with him in the description down below. Once again, thank you, sir, for coming on. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Mhm. My pleasure, bro. See ya.